Welcome. Whether you're walking, sitting quietly, stretching, driving along a familiar road, or simply taking a few moments to yourself, I'm glad you're here. Today is different. Not because the world suddenly changed overnight, but because today you get to make a decision. This year marks 250 years since a small group of people made one of history's boldest declarations. Before the victories, before the celebrations, before anyone could know how the story would end, they made a decision. They declared their independence. Not because they had already won, not because they weren't afraid, not because the road ahead would be easy. They declared it because they believed freedom was worth pursuing, even if pursuing it required courage they hadn't yet discovered. Take a slow, comfortable breath in. And let it go. Again, breathing in and breathing out. As you continue breathing naturally, consider this question. What if today became your declaration day? Not the day you solved everything, not the day every insecurity disappeared, not the day every habit changed. Simply the day you decided that your freedom mattered enough to pursue. Because maybe, just maybe, you've been waiting for confidence before beginning. Waiting until you felt worthy enough, talented enough, thin enough, successful enough, healed enough, accepted enough, ready enough. But declarations don't wait for perfection. Declarations create direction. Take another slow breath. And as you inhale, picture yourself standing on solid ground. Nothing fancy, just firm ground beneath your feet. The kind of ground that reminds you, I belong here. You don't have to earn your place on this earth. You arrived with one. This is your life. Your one beautiful, unrepeatable life. There has never been another person exactly like you. Not with your combination of gifts. Your laugh, your voice, your curiosity, your perspective, your history, your resilience, your questions, your dreams, your way of loving people, your natural beauty, your natural hair, your smile, even the parts of yourself you've spent years trying to hide. Those little quirks, those interests no one else quite understands. The things that make people say, that's just who they are. Maybe those aren't flaws. Maybe they're signatures. Spend a few breaths simply appreciating the miracle that you exist exactly once in all of history. And because this life is yours, it deserves to be lived by the original. Not a watered down version, not the edited version, not the version designed to make everyone else comfortable. The original. Today we're not declaring war against anyone. We're declaring freedom for ourselves. Freedom from believing we're too much. Freedom from believing we're not enough. Freedom from shrinking ourselves to fit into spaces we have already outgrown. Freedom from comparing our chapter 3 to someone else's chapter 30. Freedom from relationships that require us to become less in order for someone else to feel like more. Freedom from voices that criticize every photograph, every wrinkle, every gray hair, every pound, every mistake, every dream that seems too big. Freedom from the exhausting habit of talking ourselves out of our own possibilities. Pause right here. Notice your breathing. Notice your body. Notice that right now, without accomplishing another thing, you are alive. And that is enough to begin. Because independence doesn't begin when circumstances change. It begins when identity changes. It begins the moment you say, I know who I am becoming. Perhaps you've lived with self-doubt for years. Perhaps fear has been your closest companion. Perhaps procrastination has become so familiar that it feels like part of your personality. Perhaps you've been underestimating yourself for so long that you can't remember what confidence feels like. That's okay. Remember, the Declaration of Independence did not instantly create the nation that its authors imagined. The Declaration came first. The work came afterward. Progress came afterward. Setbacks came afterward. Growth came afterward. And so it can be with you. Today is not about pretending everything is easy. Today is about saying, this is the direction my life is headed now. As you continue breathing, silently repeat these words. I'll give you time. Here we go. I declare my independence from fear. I declare my independence from shrinking back. I declare my independence from believing I have nothing valuable to offer. I declare my independence from comparing my life to everyone else's. I declare my independence from shame. I declare my independence from the habits that keep me small. I declare my independence from waiting for permission. I declare my independence from becoming less than who I was created to be. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, imagine laying down a heavy backpack you've carried for years. Not because life suddenly became easy, but because you've finally realized you were never meant to carry those burdens forever. This is your year. Perhaps your now or never year. 250 years is a long time for a nation. It's also a reminder that nothing healthy lasts forever unless people choose again and again to live up to its ideals. The same is true for you. You can drift, or you can decide. You can postpone yet again, or you can begin. You can spend another year wondering. Or this can become the day you remember as the day everything started to change. Not because everything changed today, but because you did. You made your declaration.